Hello YouTube and fellow DC Comic fans. I'm Kelly One Shot. Today is Wednesday, November 28th, and you know what that means. It's New Comic Book Day. So I'm going to quickly go over and show you the new comic books that I got today, and the ones I recommend you pick up as well. We're going to start this off with Detective Comics number 993. As you see on the cover, we've got Bruce Wayne riding on a motorcycle. I'm not exactly sure what's going on currently in the Detective Comics run, as I am about 2 or 3 issues back on this, and I'll be honest, Action and Superman. Other than that, I'm all caught up to date on all the books that I do enjoy reading. And pretty much, it's like Detective was like switching hands a lot after the James Tynion the fourth run, so it kind of got a little shaky. I kept collecting the issues, and I read the a 5-parter with Black Lightning and the Outsiders, which is going to set up Batman and the Outsiders book. But either way, this is Detective Comics number 993. We are getting ready for the Tomasi run and issue number 1000 in about 2 months or so it should be. They might delay it and push it back a little bit, but either way, it's coming up soon. As like I said, it's number 993, so 1000 is right around the corner. The next book that I got today is from Boom Comics, and that is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 33 from Boom Comics. The artwork on this book is always top-notch. The storyline's really good. If you enjoyed the Power Ranger series, if you enjoyed Shattered Grid, which was a lot of fun, this is Beyond the Grid, actually, as it's called. As fate would have it, it is Beyond the Grid. So that is the next run in Boom Comics. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, great series, definitely pick it up. The next book that I got, as I said before, I'm not 100% caught up. I think Lois Lane might be coming back soon. We did get the solicits for Superman and Action, and that Jonathan Kent is going to be coming back, and he's going to look kind of like Superman, and he's aged a lot over the years. That's going to be in February, and I believe that's going to be Superman number 8. We just got, like I said, the February solicits the other day, maybe about a week ago or so. But either way, this is Action Comics number 1005. I'm not exactly caught up on the story. I know he was battling where the Ruggles are and all that fun stuff, and it kind of got a little dull, so I kind of let it slack for a few weeks. But I am going to pick back up and check out the rest of the Superman Action Comics series. The next book that I got today is Batman King of Fear number 4. I believe it's 4 of 6. I think there's going to be more books in this run, but only 2 more. It's like a mini-series, Elseworld type of thing. I just turned on the light if you didn't notice. Yeah, so that's Batman Kings of Fear. Batman went to Arkham, and he was battling the Scarecrow and a bunch of other villains, so it was decent. I actually did a review for it on comicbookcorpse.com. I haven't written there in 2 weeks, but I do plan on continuing to do that again. I did have a lot of fun doing that, and I have a lot of fun doing this. Lately, I've been doing a lot of Red Dead Redemption Let's Plays and Pokemon Go Let's Plays, just because that's kind of what I'm doing in my free time that I do have available. I have a lot of things going on in my life, as you might have seen or noticed, and with the name change. So yeah, there's that, and I'll get to that eventually on the channel. But either way, this is a comic book haul video. So the next book that we got is Justice League Odyssey number 3, which this one has been written by James Tynion the fourth. No. That's Justice League Dark. This is written by Joshua Williamson, who does The Flash. Also in February, we do have a Flash and Batman crossover. It's going to be 4 issues, so every issue of Batman and Flash in February is going to be written by Joshua Williamson, and it's going to be called, The Final Cold Case or something like that, or The Last Cold Case. And they're going to talk about Heroes in Crisis and Wally and Sanctuary, but they're going to have to be dealing with an issue and some kind of case that's going on. So I can't wait to read that. It's going to be the Button Part 2. Who knows? But I'm definitely excited and looking forward to that. That's going to be in Batman and Flash in February, and it's going to be entirely written by Joshua Williamson, who did write Justice League Odyssey number 3. Odyssey's been a great series. If you're following the Justice League mainline storyline, then you're going to want to read Odyssey too, because it all kind of collects together. Pretty much Justice League Odyssey, Justice League Dark. I think Wonder Woman is changing directions a little bit, but she's still going to have her storyline going on in Justice League Dark. You're going to want to read Titans too. There's a few books that kind of connect to certain stories, and those books kind of connect to each other, and then you're going to see, obviously, The Flash is going to kind of connect into some of those stories too, as there's kind of like a writing team that they're friends of James Tynion IV, Scott Snyder, and Joshua Williamson. So we're going to see a lot of collaborations, and that's why you see the 3 Justice League books written by the 3 of those people, and some of the other stories that they cover do touching on these stories. And there's other teams that seem to work together within DC Comics where you need to kind of read all those stories to get like a bigger overall story, and that's what I ultimately like, is that big, huge, overarching story. Rebirth is kind of, at this point, I've expressed some of my concerns online, that we're kind of changing direction a little bit, and we're kind of losing the overall meaning of Rebirth. I hope that's not the case, but it is still true, and the series and the stories do still connect, because even Batman and Nightwing are relating with Titans, and then Titans relates with Justice League, so they do kind of all still interlink, but there are some things that I am concerned about. Rick Grayson being one of them. Sorry, I had to say it. Not a big fan. Either way, this is a comic book haul video, like I said. So the next comic book that I got this week is Titans number 30. Like I said, you need to read this too. The cover is the picture that Wally West, that they all took of the Titans, the original Titans. And as you can see, a lot of them have either been killed or took it off the board in some capacity. So it seems like there's a target list, and we only have Aqualad, Wonder Girl, and Omen who have yet to be targeted, because as you know, 2 heroes were taken out in Heroes in Crisis, and another one was shot at by the KG Beast, and he doesn't want to be Nightwing anymore, or whatever. He wants to be Rick Grayson. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Sorry. Either way, the next book that we got is The Flash number 59, written by Joshua Williamson. Like I said, the Flash series has kind of been, it was one of my favorite books, and it kind of like teetered down a little bit with these different forces, the Sage Force and the Strength Force, and now he's going on like a forced walk or a force quest. It's like a, I don't know, he's trying to find himself, the Speed Force, and he's going on this mission with Iris West. And I believe they ran into these 2 criminals known as Gemini. I think collectively the both of them are Gemini. I don't really remember. I should probably reread the last issue of Flash and then read this one as well, so I'm fully like, or maybe if I read this one, it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that from 2 weeks ago. I remember that. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're dealing with like a force quest that Barry Allen is going on, and he's going on it with Iris West. But as we know, in February, we're going to have that big Batman-Flash crossover, so I can't wait for that to happen. Okay, the next book that I got is it Justice League or is it Aquaman? It's Aquaman, Justice League, Drowned Earth 1. I think this is the final book. I honestly will say I don't like the way that they've been numbering both the crossover with Justice League, Drowned Earth, and the Wonder Woman, Justice League Dark, because it's like number 1, and then sometimes it's Aquaman, sometimes it's Justice League. I don't like the way, because it makes going back and rereading them, like I had to read Justice League Dark, Wonder Woman crossover, The Witching Hour, and I was like, what's the reading order for this? Because I had all the books, but I was like sitting down and I was like, really, honestly, what? Because the numbering is weird, and I don't like that. So please just name it Aquaman number 58, and then I know that it's a tie-in. Or even just name it Book 2 of Drowned Earth, Aquaman. Book 3 of Drowned Earth, Justice League. Something like that. Either way, I just don't like the numbering, the way they do it. But the story's been really great. And I believe this is the final chapter in the Drowned Earth saga, which has been Titans, Justice League, and Aquaman. And it's been a good read, and they're really kind of trying to set things up for the Aquaman movie that comes out next month, which I will probably go see. I'm sure that's a thick issue. That's a thick boy. Definitely pick this up. Especially, like I said, if you're following the Justice League Aquaman story, you have to pick it up anyway. Because you have to know what's going to happen, because comic books are fun. And who wants to cut off a story halfway through? Unless it's trash. But this one isn't trash, okay? So either way, pick it up. If you want to. Don't let me tell you what to do. Okay, the next book that we got is Batman Beyond number 26. Written by Dan Jurgens, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, Dan Jurgens is still on this book. How about that? I think he did, he does a lot of things, but I think that he most recently also did Green Lanterns with Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. Either way, this deals with Terry McGinnis and his brother Matt McGinnis, and there's going to be a struggle coming up in the future as well, where Matt McGinnis' life may be on the line, and he just became Robin Beyond, which I've been waiting for like 20 years, and then now that it happens, his life's going to be on the line. It's called like The Final Joke, like Joker's coming back into this timeline, and he's going to come after Matt McGinnis because he just goes after Robins. What's up with that? I'm not cool with that. Whatever. Yeah. So that's Batman Beyond, and that's going to be what's happening in the Beyond of Batman Beyond in February. Okay. So the last book that I got, and I'm very upset because I have been reviewing these for comicbookcorpse.com, but I honestly forgot that it was coming out this week, and I am super upset, but I was super busy over the weekend. with work and having to do things. So I didn't get around to either being able to read it last Saturday or write my review for comicbookcorpse.com. I'm very sorry for that, but here is Heroes in Crisis number 3. This is the meat and potatoes of DC Comics right now. Aside from Doomsday Clock, this is what you want to read. It's a good story. Bad things happen to good characters that I love. And nobody is mad that Lagoon Boy or Citizen Steel is dead. What's up with that? Why aren't you mad at them? I mean, I love Roy Harper and Arsenal and, the same person, and Wally West as much as anybody else. In fact, they're two of my favorite characters in all comic books, as Titans original is one of my favorite things in DC Comics to begin with. They die in this. They're dead. Maybe Wally's not. I still don't think that Wally is. I still think, let it be known that I still think that Wally West could be the killer, which is stupid, but a lot of bad things seem to be happening right now. But I don't think that Wally West is actually dead. We'll see what happens. I know that my comic book shop owner said that he's a big player in this issue, which why would he not be? But yeah, I can't wait to read this book. This is one of my favorite books in DC Comics. This is written by Tom King, and does he have Clayman? I believe Clayman should be the artist on this. He is. This is going to be a 9-part series? I believe 9 or 12. They should just make it 12. I'll read 12 issues if you want to come out with 12 issues. Maybe you come out with, if it's only 9, you come out with 4 afterwards. I don't care, I'm going to buy them. Maybe that's not the math. Maybe it's only 3 more. Either way, Heroes in Crisis from DC Comics. Definitely check it out. Can't wait to read it. It's probably going to be the first book that I read. It is going to be the first book I read. Either way, I'm Kelly One Shot. Take care. Have a great day. And goodbye.